a small town in France, a little girl was born, a child like any other, fragile, sensitive, full of love. But inside her heart, there was something different, a silence that listened, a soul that searched for God.
I always felt that heaven was very close, as if I could almost touch it.
She was called Therese of Lisieux. Therese grew up in a home filled with love, a quiet home, a faithful home. Her parents, Louis and Zélie Martin, lived a simple life centered on God. In that small house, she learned tenderness. She learned prayer. She learned how to love. But peace does not stay forever, and sorrow came early. When Teresa was only 4 years old, her mother died, and something changed inside her. A silence was born in her heart.
Mama, why did you go so far away?
From that day on, Teresa was no longer the same. Her heart became quieter, more sensitive, and somehow closer to God. Grief entered her life quietly, not with noise, but with silence. In the quiet of her room, Teresa began to look inward. She felt things deeply, more deeply than other children. In that silence, something began to grow. A quiet search, a longing, a desire to understand God. Even as a child, she felt drawn to Him.
Jesus, are you there? Can you hear me?
In the silence of the churches, she found comfort. In prayer, she found peace. And slowly, her heart began to belong to God. As the years passed, something began to grow inside her. Not a dream, not a wish, but a calling, a quiet, steady feeling that her life belonged to God. Even as a young girl, Teresa felt a deep desire to give everything, to live for something greater, to live only for love.
I want to belong to you completely.
And so the path before her became clear, a path of silence, a path of surrender, a path of love. At the age of 15, Teresa made a decision. that would change her life forever. She left her home. She left her family. She left everything she had ever known. And she entered the Carmelite monastery in Lisieux, a place of silence, a place of prayer, a place of complete surrender.
Jesus, I give you my whole life.
Behind those walls, she would live hidden, unknown to the world, but deeply known by God. In the silence of her hidden life, Teresa began to see something clearly. She understood that she was not meant to do great things. She was meant to love in the smallest moments, in the simplest acts, in everything. She called it her little way, a path of trust, a path of surrender, a path of love lived in the ordinary days.
I choose to love in the smallest things. That is my way.
And in that simple path, she found something extraordinary, a holiness hidden in everyday life. As the years passed, her body began to grow weaker. A quiet illness slowly took hold. It was tuberculosis, and day by day, her strength began to fade. There were days of pain, days of weakness, and long nights of silence. But in that silence, she felt God closer than ever.
In my weakness, I feel your presence, and I am at peace.
As her body grew weaker, her soul grew stronger, and the light seemed closer now. Near the end of her life, Teresa spoke of something beautiful, not with fear, but with peace. She believed that love would not end with death. And then she made a promise.
After my death, I will let fall a shower of roses.
And people say that promise never faded. For generations, hearts have felt her presence, like roses falling quietly from heaven. Teresa died in 1897. She was only 24 years old. Her life had been small, hidden, quiet. And yet, her words reached the world. Her story spread. Her love remained. In 1925, she was declared a saint. Simple life that taught the world something beautiful, that holiness can be found in the smallest things, in love, in patience, in surrender.
I will spend my heaven doing good on earth.
And since then, her roses have never stopped falling.
Respect.